So by a show of hands, how many of you in here are or plan on getting married one day? Cool, me too. Now by another show of hands, assuming you would all want to have children one day, how many of you would want to see your child or your stepchild or anything like that get married one day? Cool, me too. So just think about how devastated you would be if there was a law that said that your child couldn't get married and you didn't have the joy of watching them. After some extensive research, audience analysis, and copious amounts of time spent on this topic, I've learned a lot about gay marriage rights. Today I'm here to persuade you all to agree that gay marriage should be legalized. When I finish speaking, I'm confident that you will all agree with me that gay marriage should be legalized in the United States. To do this, I'll tell you what the exact problem is with gay marriage being illegal, why it is a problem, and how we can solve this problem. So first, let's define a relationship with the problem at hand. The problem that I'm talking about today is obviously gay marriage being illegal, but that's really vague. So to be more specific, let's talk about what gay marriage being illegal does to these people who identify themselves as gay. People who identify themselves as gay are getting their rights taken away by these laws that say that them getting married is illegal. It was pointed out in the Journal of Gay and Lesbian Social Services, written by Barbara Voss and Tanya Voss, both holders of PhDs, that same-sex couples have the same constitutional rights, state protections, and responsibilities as those of opposite-sex couples. So now I know what you're thinking. Why should this matter to you? You might be heterosexual, or you might just never be planned on getting married anyways. So why does this pertain to you? Well, like I said, what if you wanted to see your son or daughter get married, but they happen to be gay? What if your best friend or your mother or someone in your family was gay themselves? I know you don't think it doesn't pertain to you now, but later on in your life, it eventually will. And there's stifling facts saying that the growth of the gay population is on a rise. It was found by a researcher at the Williams Institute at UCLA that 3.6% of the population identified themselves as gay, lesbian, or bisexual in the year of 2011. 3.6% of this population is not a lot. That's nearly 4%, which is like nothing. But in a population of 320 million people, that's a lot of lives who are getting their rights taken away from them. And even more than that, it was found that over the last 10 years, the people who identify themselves as gay, lesbian, or bisexual has grown by 82% and is still rising. As more people in this nation come out with their true sexual orientation, more people are realizing the impact of this law. So now that I've told you what the problem is, let's take a moment and propose some of the causes of the problem. The first cause that I came up with was a lack of awareness. Like I said, a lot of people don't think it's relevant, so they don't educate themselves on the beliefs of the people who believe in gay marriage. Well, when I did an audience survey, I found that 100% of you in here said that you know someone who's gay. So that means that in all of your lives, you all have the chance of seeing someone hurt or personally hurt by the laws of gay marriage being illegal. So it's time that we educate ourselves and the others around us about the beliefs of other people. The second reason why I found was that the religious views of the people in Congress. When this nation was first founded, it was founded upon many different religions and ethnicities, and that was a great thing. So what they did to keep those all separate and let everyone have their own beliefs was the separation of church and state. James Madison wrote in these exact words in the First Amendment, and he said, "Congress shall pass no law that respects an establishment of religion." That is exactly what this law does. It respects the establishment of the Christian views. In our Constitution, it says that we shall not do that, but we are doing that anyways. So that's one of the greatest causes of why it is still illegal today. And the last cause that I found was negligence and discrimination. Discrimination has happened a lot throughout this country for many years. We used to discriminate against black people, and at one point in time, it was a thing that black people should not be allowed to be in this very classroom with us. But here they are today, and it would be preposterous if we were to not let them in the classroom. So we need to stop discriminating and neglecting these people from their rights. So now that I've given you the causes to the problem, let's marry them with some solutions. The solution's obvious. Let's legalize gay marriage, right? Well, if it was that easy, it would have been done years ago. So let's come up with some individual solutions that we can work on while we work on legalizing gay marriage. The first being spreading awareness. A lot of people in this nation are unaware of the different beliefs and religions that people hold. So what we should do is educate our youth of the nation and let them know that there are other beliefs. You don't have to believe in everyone's beliefs, but everyone should be educated that a lot of people have different beliefs, and not one person is right nor wrong. The next step that we can take is reminding Congress that the separation of church and state is there for a reason. We have the freedom of speech, so let our freedom of speech ring and let them know that they are not obeying the Constitution and what this country was founded on. And lastly, we just need to discriminate less. Gay rights advocate Ellen Page once said, "The world would be a whole lot better if we just stopped being so horrible to one another." So let's do what she says, stop discriminating, and let everyone have their rights. So now that I've given you the problems, the causes, and some solutions, I have high hopes that we all have a better understanding of gay marriage. And I have high hopes in this future that gay marriage should be legalized one day soon. At the beginning of the speech, I asked how many of you wanted to see your son or child get married one day? And an overwhelming amount of you said you did. So what if that one day came and you couldn't watch them get married because this law was still in place? That's why we need to care, and that's why we need to make a difference and help this solution become possible, because we all want to see the ones that we love get married to the ones that they love one day. We all have the equal rights, so as the land of the free, let's agree to make gay marriage legal.